What if I told you that your brain is being rewritten right now as you watch this? Every word you hear is literally rewiring your neural pathways. New connections spark between neurons, some grow stronger, others fade away. You're not the same person who started watching this video. Your mind is already a slightly different landscape. Imagine all the things humans are proud of. From particle accelerators that split atoms, to haikus that split hearts. From ancient cave paintings on cold stone walls, to Pokemon cards traded in schoolyards. These wildly different creations share one mysterious root: intelligence. So what exactly is intelligence? The moment scientists try to define it, things get complicated, fast. Is it problem solving? Creativity? Consciousness? Here's what we know. Intelligence isn't a single superpower. It's a Swiss Army knife of the mind, many tools working together in ways that still blow researchers' minds. Think about walking into a crowded room. In milliseconds, your brain processes faces, calculates paths, recognizes friends, assesses threats, and plans your route to the snack table. That's intelligence operating on multiple timescales at once. It's effortless until you try to program a machine to do it. But when does intelligence actually begin? Even experts can't agree. What if intelligence isn't binary, something you either have or don't, but a spectrum with infinite shades, from the simplest chemical responses to the most abstract reasoning? Picture intelligence as a toolbox. The basics: gathering information, storing it, surviving. Your senses scan the world like biological radar. Your eyes alone process about 10 million bits per second, more than most internet connections can handle. But intelligence isn't just about the outside world. You're also constantly scanning your internal state. Hunger, fatigue, pain, emotion. Without this feedback system, you'd be flying blind through life. Then comes memory, and here's where it gets mind-bending. Memory isn't a perfect recording. Every time you recall an event, you're rebuilding it from scattered neural fragments. It's like reconstructing a puzzle, only the pieces change shape each time you touch them. Your past is being rewritten by your present understanding. That's not a flaw, it's an advantage. It allows you to update old knowledge with new insight. If you learn to fear something as a child, but later discover it's harmless, your brain can rewrite the emotional weight of that memory. And learning? That's physically reshaping your brain right now. This is neuroplasticity, the ability of your neural network to rewire itself with every experience. Think of it like sculpting clay, but the clay is alive, growing, and constantly responding to your actions. Learn a new language, and your hippocampus literally thickens. Master the piano and motor areas in your brain expand. The more you use a pathway, the smoother and faster it becomes, like a dirt trail becoming a highway. Now, you might assume such complexity belongs only to large-brained creatures, but prepare to have your mind blown. Meet the slime mold, a brainless, nerveless, single-celled organism. In lab experiments, scientists placed them in mazes with food at the end. They spread out like a living golden map, leaving trails of slime as breadcrumbs to avoid dead ends, eventually finding the shortest route. Incredibly, they could remember this path for days. And here's the kicker. They've solved complex transport network problems that stump human engineers, mapping efficient routes between points while minimizing energy. Is this intelligence or just chemistry playing tricks on us? Whatever it is, the behavior is eerily smart. Bees take it even further. Bumblebees have been trained to roll tiny colored balls into a target zone for rewards. Over time, they got faster, more accurate. But when presented with better positioned balls of a different color, they abandoned their training and switched to the smarter strategy. That's adaptability, choosing efficiency over habit. If this is blowing your mind, hit that like button right now, because we're just getting started. Subscribe, because what comes next will challenge everything you thought you knew about animal intelligence. Take raccoons, urban masterminds. In lab tests, they cracked boxes with multiple types of locks in fewer than 10 attempts. A year later, they remembered every solution, and sometimes they skipped the expected answer entirely. In one test, a floating marshmallow could be reached by dropping stones to raise the water level. One raccoon looked at the setup, tilted the container, and had the treat in 3 seconds flat. That's lateral thinking, breaking the rules of the puzzle entirely. New Caledonian crows bend wire into hooks to fish food out of tubes, teaching the skill to their young. Octopuses collect coconut shells as portable armor. Squirrels plan food storage like seasoned generals, hiding nuts in hundreds of locations and even faking burials when watched to mislead potential thieves. That's theory of mind, understanding that other beings have their own intentions. Every animal is a specialist. Sheep might not solve puzzles, but they can recognize dozens of faces for years, a skill critical to their social world. Evolution shapes intelligence into whatever survival demands most, so where do humans fit? Here's the plot twist. We're not the best at any single skill. Dolphins navigate better. Elephants remember longer. Birds travel farther with pinpoint precision. Chimps can memorize patterns faster than we can. Our superpower is something different: cognitive flexibility. We're the ultimate generalists, switching between logical analysis and wild creativity, blending emotion with reason. And we have something else: culture. Culture is humanity's external hard drive. Imagine if every skill you learned could be stored and shared perfectly. That's what books, art, and conversation do. They let each generation begin where the last one left off. The steam engine, the internet, space travel, all possible because no generation starts from scratch. Your smartphone proves this. It's the product of thousands of minds across centuries of discoveries, none of which could be recreated alone. This is collective intelligence, problem solving on a planetary scale. And here's the takeaway. Intelligence isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing which questions matter and daring to explore the unknown. It's the spark that built civilizations, reshaped the planet, and now drives us into an era where artificial intelligence learns, adapts, and surprises us. Maybe intelligence isn't a crown on top of evolution, but a vast web, linking humans, animals, and machines, each adding its own thread of insight. Bees teach efficiency, crows teach ingenuity, octopuses teach adaptability, and AI may reveal something entirely new. Our challenge isn't to outsmart these other minds, but to learn from them, combine their strengths with ours, and expand what intelligence can mean. If this journey lit a spark in your mind, feed it, share it, because every time we pass on an idea, the web of intelligence grows stronger. And who knows, the next big breakthrough might not come from a lab, it might come from you. If you enjoyed this exploration, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss what's next, and share this with someone who loves to think big. The next leap in intelligence could start with a single conversation, maybe even this one.